boy hitting the Simone Biles. That was tough. Hitting the Simone Biles. That was cool. Yo, they ate AP up for breakfast, man. They were just like, look, man, that do it for their energy. All right, it's got to move to third. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J here. Look, Daytona was crazy. It's always crazy. Before I move forward, I want to give a big shout out and thanks to my #1 sponsor, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who so graciously saved my life. It is by grace, by faith alone. Okay, so I encourage you. I mean, this channel, I welcome the believer and the non-believer, man. But I encourage you, if you don't know him or if you heard about him, I would seek him out, especially in today's world. So thank you to you guys as well. Thank you. If you clicked on this video, it's your first time, really, really thank you. Let's talk about dirt bikes. I want to let you guys know this video is sponsored by Soda Fuel.
More cramp, more cramp.
I'm actually cramping for real now. I can't.
Oh goodness, more cramp.
I can't.
More cramp.
Yeah, Soda Fuel. You hear that? I mean, like, it tastes so good. And wow. Really good. Anytime I'm working out, cramping, me personally, I've been on keto for like the last 2 months, been doing it. So man, these guys came in at a good time, helping me out with electrolytes. So if you guys need electrolytes, which honestly everyone needs electrolytes, be sure to drop down in the description down there, and I got a discount code, of course, Trackside. You guys get 10% off and free shipping on all orders at Soda Fuel. So check those guys out. We got the link down there, and yeah, definitely utilize that code. I do get a little kickback, so thank you. Anybody hearing the super thanks, thank you. You guys are awesome. And Wayne, my guy Wayne, I don't even got my phone because it's dead. Wayne from London. Hey, my boy been wanting to shout out. You got a shout out, homie. Let's talk about dirt bikes. Let's get it. Wanting to start with the 250s because, you know, with the YouTube, you want to string you guys along until the end, so that, but you guys can skip to the end. I'll be thinking, but forget all that, let's talk about the 450s. All right, forget the 250s, we'll get to that next. The most exciting thing is 450s for me, at least. If it's not for you, you're pretty neutral, but hey, to each his own. For me, it's the 450s. Okay, what a crazy night. Things keep happening every night. Things keep happening. Okay, let's break it down. And I was watching with the kids again, East Coast. They not as late, but honestly, I wish they would go sleep before then. But it's cool. They getting into the sport. Jace loves it, but he's down there. You know, he'll be back in the video soon. Analytically, what I analyzed was that, forget that. I'm talking about Chase. What is going on? Because I'm a Chase fan. Okay, that's what, like, some people be misconstruing me. You know, I don't even know if I used that right, but you be misconstruing me. I like Chase Sexton. Dude is crazy fast on a dirt bike. I thought Jet was gonna come out. I thought it was gonna be like James versus James out there. JS7 versus JS7 when we got Jet versus Chase. But you know, things happened to Chase, and then Jet just ended up being crazy fast. Now that Jet is out, I'm like, okay, let's go. This is easy money. Easy money for Chase. He's about to dominate all these dudes. Cooper Webb, nice racecraft, but you're not faster than Chase. Everybody knows that. And then boom, like Tampa. Which, if you watch Chase's vlog, hey yo, I just watched it because, like, I don't know. It's been busy, y'all. It's been busy. Videography is crazy. Actually, check out my cinemajaymedia Instagram, y'all. I just dropped some fire edits with some heat music on it, okay? Jesus music, all right? That slaps. All right, that was tough. But Chase said in Tampa, or in his vlog, he said, I didn't know Malcolm was behind me. I thought, you know, and I was like riding around, and I was like, man, the crowd is going crazy right now. What? Yo, when he said that, I literally did this.
What?
Like, to myself, I did that. That was insane to me. I'm like, okay. I'm not a professional racer, okay? But awareness, where is it? Okay. And KTM is telling him, hey, pay attention to when Webb is behind you. Okay, well, things happened and Webb ended up in front of him. So I hope they're telling him what to do when Webb gets in front of him. But minus all that, he leads the heat. And no one makes that mistake all night in that section, but he does it. Guys, I'm speaking as a Chase fan. I like Chase Sexton. Nice on a bike. When I went to Charlotte Z-Max 2 years ago, and my dad was out there too, my dad was like, hey, yo, I don't know who that is, but that's the guy right there. And I was like, yes, you got it. You ain't even watched the race all year, Dad, and I'm disappointed in you, but you right. Chase is the guy. And Jet was the guy coming into the Supercross. He wasn't, but he had just come off the motocross perfect season, and Jet had a bad race. I'm talking about 23 Z-Max. That's the one I went to. Drop in the comments if you were at 2023 Z-Max. I was out there. Your boy was out there. You ain't even notice me. But yo, the way Chase pushes through the jumps, this is what gets it for me. The way he pushes through the jumps is incredible. The speed he carries, like when he passed Malcolm, I think in the main event, what a battle he had in that main event. And then just hit a wall. He just hit a wall. And then I don't know. I haven't watched much after this, so y'all let me know if you know and I don't know. If either he was banged up and he just hit a wall and just started fading, or the bike, something was up with the bike. I don't think it was anything with the bike. He was looking good. He was making up ground on everyone in the main event. Decent start for the gate position he had. Came out around about, and I'm just guessing here, I haven't watched much of the highlights. I'm guessing he came out around about like 6th or 7th and started making his way through as we expected. He probably was even farther back than 6th and 7th, but around the first turn, but he was working through. Got past Malcolm. Every time Chase got past him, I was like, it's a matter of who wants it more. You know, my son's watching. I was like, look at this. Right now, he's side by side. He's walking them down. Who wants it more? He catches up to the leaders and then fades. He hits a wall. Like Anderson is hitting a wall too, but he's just hitting it a lot sooner than Chase, of course. Which Chase honestly hit a wall. He's got the stamina. He's got the speed. He just hit a wall because I think he hit the face of that jump. This guy could take some crashes. He could take some hits. My goodness. Like, he could be an NFL player. Wow. Like, dude is built like a tank on a dirt bike. He's built like no one else on a dirt bike. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's not swole, right? Not like a bodybuilder, but like for a dirt bike rider, when he puts on his gear, he's just bigger than everybody else, man. But dirt bike riders, little lanky, just little dudes. They don't even like to exercise, right? But Chase is an exception. He's a specimen, and he can ride. But wow, guys. Where are you at with Chase Sexton? For me, that solidified it for me in that, like I said in the last week's video, it's solidified. The relationship, this is like a relationship from a rider and a fan. And right now, you know, I'm feeling kind of vulnerable. No, after Daytona, I'm feeling very vulnerable in this relationship, and I feel like I'm ready to commit to someone else who you know, actually made some mistakes. We'll get to Cooper Webb now, but I'm ready to commit to Webb for this championship now. And how long are we gonna say, guys? Well, he could go on a streak. He could go on a streak. Hey, keep your eyes on Chase, because he could go on a streak. He's still top of the bets. He could go on the streak. Shut up, man. Shut up. No, it doesn't matter now. Okay, for me, Webb is winning this thing. NC stand up, let's go, man. He's winning it. I'm finally, if either one win. I'm not biased, okay? I'm not biased. What I'm like James and Ricky up there, they're just like, man, we gotta call it like we see it. Can't do that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Stop being so sensitive. Chase is messing up, and he's gotta get it together if he wants to win this championship. Competitive mindset. Gosh, man, I hate it for him. I wish this wasn't happening. Every time it does, I pray for him, man. Up here mentally, you know, that's tough to deal with. I know it's gotta be, but Cooper Webb, this guy's amazing. All right, I talked a long time about Chase. Moving on. Cooper Webb, this guy's incredible. He does the thing. He just, that's just what I'm gonna call it. He's doing that thing. And Roczen, hey, Cooper Webb said it. I think it was Detroit. He's like, Roczen is learning. He's learned some of the things I used to do. He's learning. So when you talk about Webb, you got to talk about Roczen. When you talk about Roczen, you got to talk about Webb. These guys have been connected to each other for years now, and it's amazing to me that in Daytona we got to see, and we were seeing it. I think in Glendale for me, when Roczen had that red plate, and after the race he was like bummed that he was losing the red plate. He was all like humble about it, and then he was like not humble after he lost it. So the red plate, that is. So this is, if I'm Ken Roczen, and I'm not, I'm thinking, okay, Jet is out, Tomac is out, your boy about to let her eat. I can win this thing. So, and he's nice. It's Ken Roczen. He won Daytona. Like, honestly, easy, man. He wiped the floor with these dudes. Like, here we are around 8, and like they say, the championship's determined here. We know who the guys are. We got 3 dogs, all right? We got 3 dogs out there. And I'm betting money, not literally, that when Tomac comes back, he might, he talking about the last 2 or 3 rounds, Tomac, I really feel like he can win a race, man, when he comes back. Like, I'm giving him a major benefit of the doubt here, because he confident and I'm confident. So, like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with the championship, and I'm bouncing all over the place, but, man, everybody can win. Yo, this gotta be like, not history, man. Probably like way back in the day before I was born. You know, a lot of guys were winning within a championship battle, but in the last decade or two, man, we haven't had this many guys win races, man. They need to put that stat back up there, because that's cool, man. This is so good. Man, like, Anderson gotta get one, but I don't see it now. Roczen rode amazing. I'm not surprised. I don't think any one of us are. Nobody should be surprised that Roczen won this thing at this point of the season. Like, gosh, an AP, like, anybody can still win. Like, anybody can still win. And though it is start dependent, I think we're now in the point of the season where it's not so start dependent. Like, we see who the guys are. Like, if we're talking Cooper Webb, I'm like, yo, it's gonna be hard to beat Cooper Webb. Hard. He made 2 mistakes that cost him that win. If he would not have made those mistakes, I got Cooper Webb winning last night. Where y'all at with this? Because I'm like, okay, play by play, boom. Let me hit you like this. Street talk, boom. All right, Anderson, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm like, okay, at the 15-minute mark, he gonna be shot. All right, 5 minutes in, he gonna give him some hot laps. He gonna be shot after that. Changed too many diapers the night before. Boom, AP coming like an animal up here. AP gets him. Boom. Okay, next. Roczen, the urgency. This is the difference, the urgency. My guy lets the 450 do what it wants to do, which is eat Daytona grass and dirt. Man, I wish somebody would hit that turf and just like one time. Not just, I want to see the rut that they make in the grass. Sorry, Daytona, I just would love to see a big rut in that grass. That's why I like the Chicago race when they let them do the starts off the grass. That was cool. But boom, Roczen, urgency switches. Get around Anderson, gotta catch AP, because we know if you're a racer, you know this guy, especially with this crowd, the do it for Dale energy is real. And I cannot let this cowboy go out here get up front and get comfy. So Roczen, boom, attacks Anderson immediately. That was amazing to me, because what also happened was you see Webb, who was chilling, like, Webb was in front of Roczen and he was pacing. He knows these guys. He just literally waits. And I think he's got a clock. I think Webb was like, if I'm in third at the 10-minute mark, if this second place guy is still working, I'm going to get around him. Now put pressure for the next 5 minutes on first. Last 2 to 5 minutes, I'm putting pressure on first. I'm getting around him. That did not work for Cooper Webb last night. And like he said in the press conference, I did hear him say, Roczen, he made him change his game plan. Like he had to be a little more urgent when he wasn't intending to be. Roczen is dangerous in the first 5 to 10 minutes. And he took advantage of that with Webb. So this was a good play with Roczen. Roczen took advantage of Webb's little strategy, ate him up early, got around him aggressively, quick too, like not like hitting him or anything, but that was cool to see from Roczen because he took advantage of Webb's strategy, got around, boom, attacks Anderson immediately, gets by him and starts working on AP. Now Webb switching up the strategy, boom, gets by Anderson. Crazy work to me. These dudes are moving like I think Webb said, like a freight train, just moving through these dudes, and then gets up here. So then AP. My wife's like, nah, he's gonna get it. And my son, my 3-year-old, he's like, Cowboy gonna win. I was like, I don't see it. I don't. Not like he's got it, but he ain't got what Roczen and Webb got, or Chase. And man, them dudes they ate AP up for breakfast, man. They were just like, look, man, they're doing for their energy. All right, it's got to move to third. So, boom, they get around him. Now we got the Webb and Roczen of old. What we all know, what we're used to. And the two mistakes, the ruts, like Webb is not known for mistakes, but it's Daytona, man. It's Daytona. And man, he's such a little guy, Webb, on that 450. And the saves though, the fact that he stalls the bike, then he like comes out of that rut and almost tips over, but he was able to get the bike back going again. So like James and Ricky were saying, he was letting that clutch burn, like revving that thing behind these dudes. And I love to hear that. I love when we can hear their bikes through the broadcast and everybody just shuts up. The announcers shut up and lets us hear the bikes and what they're doing. Man, we need that to happen. Less talking and less announcing when people like Tomac are out there, because we want to hear that bike eat, man. Webb was letting that Yamaha growl and I loved it, man. So that was cool to hear, but ultimately made mistakes. Can't do that. Roczen was mistake free. He rode like he needed to ride. He rode like a champion, which is why he got his first Daytona win. That's all I got for the 450s. I could talk all day, and I know some of you want longer videos, but I gotta exercise, man. I'm getting back in shape, guys. Your boy might be suiting up, might be getting prepared to get back on a bike. Hey, God willing, it's gonna happen. Also, I want to enter that Cooper Webb joint on Instagram. Anybody down for me to tag them on Instagram and down to follow everybody on that page? Yo, let's just all enter in that giveaway. I need Cooper Webb's 450, but I don't have that many friends. So I need to be able to tag somebody on Instagram. I need y'all to follow the instructions on Cooper Webb page on how to get that 450 that he's selling. Oh my goodness, I need that bike. I would kit up and get on that bike and make content for you guys. Oh my goodness, I need a dirt bike. I'm praying about that tonight. So Justin Cooper, Chase is falling back. All right, he hits that wall after he gets past AP, and then AP's working him. Justin Cooper gets by Chase Sexton, and hey, yo, Scoop down there in the comments was like, Justin Cooper with some dog or something, please. I was so weak. I want Justin Cooper to have some dog in him. Bobby Reagan wants Justin Cooper to have some dog in him. Man, I'm gonna just speak it, man. But I see strength. I see some strength. He's better than he was in the beginning. And AP was better, but I just say it's the do it for Dale energy for AP. He does good here. He's got some good moments here. One bad moment, but yeah. So yeah, man. Wow. Amazing. Tomac got to come back. He got to come back. I need to see these guys healthy, race Daytona next year. I need to see it. Tomac, please. Even if you pull a Ricky, half a season, man. Come on. If you're watching this, he probably not. But still, come on, Tomac, everybody, just spam his thing. He don't even use his social medias, I don't think. I wouldn't bet on it. My guys just be chilling with the family. I love that. But yeah, Justin Cooper rode solid, great. That was crazy. That was amazing to see him catch up, get past Chase. Granted, it wasn't 100% Chase. So, but hey, these guys are in the fight. These guys are staying healthy, and that's what you got to do. Justin Cooper's not making the mistakes that Chase is making, so he got around him, and that's fair. That's fair. You could be the fastest guy, but if you're not the best racer out there, then what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it boils down for me at this point, and it's just silly. It's just silly, man. Wow. I just don't understand what's going on with Chase. As in, what do you guys calling him? Head case Chase? That's mean. Praying he gets it together. Moving on to 250s. Y'all let me know what I missed in the comments. Because, yeah, that was insane racing. 450s. 20 minutes. Y'all might get a long video. So yeah, let's cut over to 250s.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make
I'm pulling for Ansty. I love these old dudes on star bikes. Okay, I love Christian Craig on the star bike. How did you feel about Christian Craig on a star bike? I love Anstey on a star bike. How do you feel about Anstey on a star bike? I'm gonna make this in a separate video. Comment below if you want to hear this or my 2 cents on it. But just a video in itself, so we all can chime in on it. Old guys racing 250s. Old as in 25 plus. 25 plus. I think the consensus is that 25 plus should be out. It should be teenage to up to 25. And just to briefly touch on it here, it's two sides. One, there's the, you know, people who are in support of no age limit. Okay, it's not a part of the rules, so that kills it. So it's nothing to do with rules. Back in the day, guys just race or whatever, and it's just today it's a way to usher in, because we got the next program, and naturally as you're younger you start on a 250, so one can view it as the principle. As me and my wife actually said too, it's like the principle is I'm out here and I'm racing against kids and I'm beating them. But let's turn to other sports here. Let's think about other sports. Gymnasts, you got Olympic gymnasts in their teens facing off against late 20s, because it's not age, there's not a rule, it's about your skill set. And there's some younger skilled dirt bike riders, there's some older skilled dirt bike riders, but this is not a sport that's based on your physical size or your physical ability to handle another person. It's about how skillful you are on a dirt bike. So that's why I say age, like, to me it's like, it doesn't bother me, because I'm like, just because you're older don't mean you're better on a dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? So, and then arguably, the younger you are, the more advantage, because you heal up faster, you like stronger faster. Because I'm 33 now, my goodness. So like Malcolm out there, when he took that fall, he was like, you know, the body's not. I understand. Like, I'm working up to do, like I'm trying to get in shape. You know I am getting in shape. Your boy's pretty solid right now. See the abs coming in, and like I just like backflip like crazy. And you know, the last time I went out there backflipping, I was like, hold on. You know, people were looking, stopping, and it's like, you know, you okay? I was like, that was cool. I was like, yeah, I know my mind is still 18, but the body is not. So it hurts. So, you know, these young guys are at a huge advantage, man. Like, they got the same skill set and mentality that one can have as an older guy. You know what I'm saying? Look at Jet. When Jet was younger and beating all these dudes, nobody was like, you know, all the older guys. I think it becomes a problem when we see a lot of the older guys winning and a lot of the younger guys not. Then it's a question. But there's other sports that do this and there's no problem. So I just feel like, let's not be that community, which is a moto community, but let's not be that community that's just looking at it one-sided, and just look at all aspects of it. But not a part of the rules, so I'm moving on. Anyways, I'm pulling for Anstey. So if you're not for the old guys, you know, who is it? It's a bunch of old guys over there on the East Coast class. Like, the young ones are, it's not many teenagers. The teenagers are in the West class. But yeah, no, it's crazy, man. RJ Fast, congratulations. Sorry for your loss for your father. You know, really good to see him just take over. Like, RJ that don't make mistakes, he ain't even 100%. RJ ain't even 100%. Dang, hit the mic. RJ is not 100%. And he riding like crazy, man. Dude is fast. He's got the speed still, which is dangerous for everybody. And if he gets on a roll like this, and if Anstey, man, which I don't think that was a mistake by Anstey, man. That was just racing incident. What happened in the first turn, or second turn, I should say, in the main event. Racing incident. Vial looked hungry. Vial looked like he had some dog. Vial looked like he saw that red plate, was tired of being an afterthought, and said, forget that. I'm gonna get out here. I won this race last year and I'm confident. So it is cool to see the track have a different effect on riders. I think that's cool, because Vial was different, and RJ though was different, and it's hometown, and that had an effect on him. What happened to his dad? He went out there and he rode like a champion, and I love that. If only they could channel that every single race, man. So that is crazy. Like, we see guys go out there and perform in a certain location, or if something happens in their life, and like, of course, like, you got that in you, right? But there's some guys who just got that in them all the time. Like, it don't take an event for them or a location for them to turn it on. They always got it on. And so I feel like RJ got it, man. I feel like RJ has that. He just be making the mistakes. So, yeah, I don't know, man. They so far back in the points, and Anstey still looks so strong, man. And I want to talk about the podium. I got to, but Anstey, man, he's doing still what he needs to do, which is keep the points lead, man. And that's why it reminds me so much of Christian Craig. It's like, granted, he was a lot stronger, easily dominating, having to fight off Vince Freeze also. But so far, Anstey's riding smart. He's doing what he needs to do, and I'm really impressed by his maturity. And that is why he has the red plate still, even with crashing in the first turn. So, guys, he's solid and had a bad crash in practice or qualifying. I can't remember. I think it's press day. Yeah, so RJ Hampshire rode great, fast, always been good. Okay, I went to Daytona 2023. RJ, y'all remember that? RJ hopped on the 450 and beat Cooper Webb in a heat race. I had filmed that. I don't know where that footage is, but I filmed Cooper Webb riding off, like taking his helmet off. Like he was looking like he was pissed. And I was like, oh man, yes, Webb's gonna ride really good tonight. Then it started raining. So, and I missed like a large portion of the main event. But yeah, man, so it's just wild. Moving to Vial, like, still quiet. A quiet second for me. Like, clearly Daytona's his thing. That year I went and was not. He had crashed. I remember that at 23, and I was like, ugh. But he's raced Daytona now 3 times, and he looks solid. Take RJ out. That's his race right there. So Vial just missing speed, man. He's solid. He's clean. He's a professional. He's crafty, but he's just not fast enough. For some of these guys in 250 class got raw speed, and if Vial takes all that he already has and adds some raw speed, like I'm just gonna go faster, oh, he could be dangerous. But one can say that extra speed is gonna lead to mistakes like what Chase Sexton doing. So I don't know, but he got second and finally on the box. This is good for him, and this is where Vial is dangerous. I think he's building. This is what he did last year. He just stayed consistent. He just rode his races, and it worked out really good for him. So keep an eye on him. I'm Haymaker did it. Somebody in the broadcast was, I can't remember which guy it was, but they were pulling for Haymaker to win. And yeah, he does good in Daytona. It's crazy. Once again, guys doing good in a certain location, situation, environment. And Haymaker, he has some dog in him. It wasn't enough for RJ, but he rode good. And for PC to just get on the box with the devastating amount of injuries they've had is just crazy, man. So, man, Haymaker rode good. I don't have much to say for him besides I'm just congratulations. Glad he got on the box. Glad he got PC on the box. I love Pro Circuit Kawasaki team. Those guys, always been a fan of those guys since a kid. So good to see one of those bikes on the box. Man, Levi Kitchen. If you haven't heard, I just saw he dropped a post. Broke his collarbone, fractured collarbone. One of them, I don't know, I don't have it in front of me, but collarbone jacked up, upper back jacked up. We're not gonna see him for a while. Night. He's out of here. But he's good. He's alive. He's okay, and that's the best thing. What a crash! What a crash! Wow. Probably this year, one of the craziest crashes, because at that speed and how he hit that ground, whole back of the bike was just blown off. Like, that was a crazy crash, man. Man, if anybody went to the race, if you were close, like, or maybe not if you weren't any close, but still, how did that look in person? Wow, that was crazy, man. So always tough too with the kids watching. So never like to see that, but you know, pray for him, and glad to see he's okay. Cody Shock. All right, I'm wrapping it up here. Cody Shock has some get-offs. So earlier in the day when he looped out the 450, that was crazy to me. That was what I would look like if I went out there and somebody hired me and put me on 450 and said, let's see what you got. Let's just get out here on race day. That's what would happen to me. That was crazy. And he's such a little dude on that 450, man. He let that boy eat, and it ate him. That was crazy. But you know, gotta get used to the 450 power, I guess. I don't know. That was just a crazy event. He knows how to ride a 450, so I'm not hating on the guy. But that was just, you know, that's just it's not surprising, man. You know, coming off the 250s, you get on that 450, that club 450 too, and she ready to eat like that. He does what he does on the 250. You know, reaction wise, this is the challenge. I don't care who you are, professional. It is a challenge. I know, going from 250 power to 450 power. I've done it. I've ridden one day and I was riding 250s all day, got on a 450 same day, and I was like, oh my goodness, this thing, and it was not fuel injected. That thing was carbureted, and wow. Woo, that thing was fast. I was like, yo, this thing is crazy. I don't want to ride this right now. I want my own. I don't want to destroy this thing or myself. So that's what I saw. I was like, oh man, he grabbed that on a 250. He would have leveled out. You know, it would have been just enough. But on that 450, gosh, man, that thing just rocked. That was cool to see. But the coolest thing to see was this, with my boy hitting the Simone Biles. That was tough, hitting the Simone Biles. That was cool. Glad they got it on camera. And I'm okay. Race Day Live, I think they did a little better. What was cool is at least that, no, they fell short. They fell short, Race Day Live. First off, you got my boy AC in that situation. That would have had me tight. Had that been me, I'm glad it wasn't me. But yeah, he played that really good. Just if you know who you are, then you're gonna act accordingly, and that's what he did. So come on guys, what are you doing? That dude, yeah, somebody just needs to talk to that guy, just make sure he's okay. All right, because wow, that's just uncalled for, not professional at all. Oh, I know what else to talk about. Before we go, Race Day Live, last week I was talking about how like it's just crazy in qualifying, we don't see everything. Like they be holding the camera on somebody for so long. I think I was frustrated. They were holding the camera on RJ Hampshire so long. Like he did a fast lap, then he rolled around for a lap. Camera never switched off. Then he started doing a fast lap, he messed up or something. Then they kept the camera on. I was like, yo, it's been 4 minutes. Please cut to anyone else. Like, golly, like he's not even doing anything. So I wish they'd get better at that. But like them at least having cameras out there that can get top guys or guys who they see at the top of the box who's going for another fast lap or known from the previous week to who got the fast lap, and keeping a camera on those guys because they did what I said. I thought they had it, but they fell short, was because Chase, we wanted to see that crazy lap again that Chase had. And then Justin Brayton and them, they were up there talking about it, and they was like, look, we're gonna watch this crazy lap, and then he's gonna hit the wall jump in the end. He did not hit the wall jump in the end. Then they realized, oh, this is not the lap. I guess we don't have, this is the second fastest lap. Come on, guys. Come on, man. God, you know, but I know they'll get better. They work just like I work. Everybody's not perfect, but it would be nice if we could see those, if we could see the fastest lap. Like that's all I'm asking for. I want to see. It's so crazy to me that somebody could turn on a fastest lap and we have no evidence of it. So there's got to be some way logistically they can get that done somehow. I don't know. I expect a lot. Cooksey over here is talking about they working out deals. Well, I hope within that deal they pay them for more cameras or something. My goodness. But anyways, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Check out Soda Fuel. About to go work out right now, and yep, doing the rest of that. My favorite is the cherry lemon. I think it's cherry lemon. Oh my goodness, that is so good. And then the orange, and my wife likes the gypsy juice and the lime, the lemon lime. So that's all 4 of them actually. So hey, if it's up to me, I'm getting the cherry lemon. That's the strongest one, but that's what I like. They're pretty good. They're pretty cool. Check them out. Discount codes trackside, and link is below if you need some electrolytes, which you do need electrolytes. We all do. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all that you've done, because wow, it has helped support me, my family, and let's keep this thing going. Cinema J, I'm out from trackside.